Hey Taurus, welcome to a reading. Taurus, if this general reading resonates with you, please like and or subscribe. If you're interested in booking a personal reading or personal guidance, feel free to check my website out. Okay. Thank you, Taurus, so much for being here. I'm going to pull some tarot, maybe some oracle. I will be channeling. Here, guys, let's connect to Taurus. Which collective of Taurans am I connecting with today? Who needs to hear what and why? Taurus. 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 Justice reversed. First card is Justice reversed. King of Cups reversed. Someone is unhappy in your energy, but they're avoiding accountability here. Someone didn't do right by you, Taurus. This is what I'm getting with the Justice in reverse and the King of Cups in reverse. Someone here is very emotionally manipulative, emotionally imbalanced. They lack accountability. They lack truth. They lack integrity, but they're in your energy. Nine of Swords, very stressed out individual. They could have stressed you out too. So I do feel a present energy of stress. Something here where someone feels like something was unfair. So Spirit is saying that a situation was unfair with Justice in reverse. Somebody could have made something right, but they chose not to make something right because of their lack of emotional maturity. So now there's a lot of stress here, Taurus. Why is the King of Cups in reverse? Why is the King of Cups in reverse? Why is King of Cups in reverse? Fool in reverse and the Hanged One. They can't move on. They feel stuck. They feel stuck in limbo where they have to kind of reflect. So I think Taurus, yeah, Six of Swords in reverse. I feel like somebody here, if you separate it from someone, it's like they're wanting to come back or they keep revisiting how things ended or they're just stuck. It's like either they would return or they would stay stuck in the feeling of not being able to move on. This person hasn't found peace in their life. They could be reflecting on choices and decisions that they've made. But again, lack of accountability. We have the Ten of Swords here hidden. So there could have been a horrible ending. There could be mental exhaustion, breakdown, a needing to reflect on what someone lost, Taurus. I have the Empress hidden, Two of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. So I'm getting that somebody messed up something here. They lost something good. The one that got away is what I'm hearing. The one that got away. I'm getting alone. Alone. This person feels alone. You were supposed to be their happily ever after. Ten of Cups reversed. So this person's not feeling happy. They're feeling quite lost. Yep. Eight of Cups in reverse. King of Swords in reverse. And the Lovers in reverse. They fumbled with you, Taurus. So for some of you, this person might actually return. They might return if they can find a level of accountability, if they can find a level of truth. I do feel like this person would attempt to come back. If not, they're just stuck in the past. They don't know why they can't move on, they're having trouble. So I feel like Spirit here has placed this person in this feeling of stagnation to force them to self-reflect. Okay. What's going on with Taurus, Spirit? You could be dealing with somebody with a heavy water sign placement or air sign. I have Libra, Scorpio, Aries, and Pisces. What is this? Okay, what is going on with Taurus? What is Taurus's energy? What is Taurus's energy? Tower. What is Taurus's energy? Judgment. And the Temperance. So Taurus, you're in an energy. So it's going to be different for all of you. Some of you guys are, it happened, something fell apart. And for some of you, right? Tell me which one you fit into. Some of you, this was a disaster and you're willing to give a second chance. right? If things are balanced, if truths are known, if accountability is taken, if changes is done, there's a second chance here. And for some of you, there's no second chance, and you're focusing on healing. You're focusing on you, you're focusing on your accountability. And although it's hard to kind of um, accept certain aspects of this, I do feel like this has already happened and you're trying to move on yourself. It's still being released, I feel. There's just certain aspects you're needing to heal through. There could be certain aspects that you're still trying to understand within yourself. Okay? Because this feels like a spiritual awakening. So you both felt this, but I feel, Taurus, in your energy, you're more about healing and accountability. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very so hidden energy is the devil, and the page of wands is a hidden energy. So there was a level of an unhealthy attachment here, especially if it came to infidelity, especially if it came to infidelity or very strong desires, even if they were immature desires. For example, page of wands and the devil to me could be somebody who's always like liking Instagram photos, ending up in somebody's DM. They're always like curious about new passionate things, very immature energy, but they lean towards their desires. Hmm. Okay. This person in Taurus is, look, Taurus, the star, the king of wands came out, and the eight of wands. I think Taurus, for some of you, they're going to communicate. If this is a past connection and you were dealing with a Leo placement, they may be communicating towards you. If you were dealing with an Aquarius placement, they may be communicating towards you within 8 days, if not already. If this is a new connection or somebody else, there's communication. If somebody desires you, somebody with a very strong fire placement, very strong Leo, they desire you. And I feel like they're either going to want to come see you, travel to you, um, or communicate with you. Somebody wants to make something happen here. There's a lot of passion and desire. Hidden energy, Knight of Wands. For some of you, this person's at a long distance. So there would be travels or someone coming to visit. Very strong Sagittarian placement. So Sagittarian, Leo. What's the star card for Taurus? The death card in reverse is a star card. Yeah. So for some of you, yeah, someone's coming back. Someone's coming back to try to heal things, to have a regain of faith. And for some of you, you're trying to heal on yourself and what you still need to work through. So Taurus, you're going through a death to rebirth here, and you're focusing on what aspects you feel you have trouble releasing. Parts of yourself you have you have challenges with changing, right? Whatever you feel fixated towards and what you need to heal and learn to embrace of change. What's the death in reverse for Taurus? What is a death in reverse for Taurus? Seven of Cups, the Strength card in reverse. For some of you, it is a person from the past. For some of you, it is. Four of Cups in reverse is hidden. For some of you, it was a missed opportunity before. For some of you, it was a rejection. But it does feel like someone's opening up to something here. They're no longer holding back. Leo energy, Taurus. I don't know who this is. Okay, I feel like an opportunity that was thought to be gone is really not gone. Okay, the other thing that I'm seeing here with Death card in reverse is looking at ways, looking at yourself and looking at ways to find your sense of confidence back, So I'm getting how Stella got her groove back. How do you find your confidence? Eight of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. How do you find the value, right? New opportunities of value. So some of you could be chasing a new career, a new project, a new job, a new way of making money. For some of you, you're trying to find a way to bring stability, a new way of stability into your sense of self, your confidence. Let's get the Seven of Cups for Taurus. What's the Seven of Cups for Taurus? The Ten of Swords. Yeah, there could be a fear of being betrayed again. There could be a thought about getting betrayed again if somebody comes back around. It could be imposter syndrome, certain options you feel you can't attain because why? The confidence or the feeling of can't handle that much responsibility or that much mental strain, or the fact that you're still dealing with an ending here. So I feel Taurus, you're looking at the crossroads here and you're trying to see opportunities and options, not just in love maybe, but like career, projects, things you want to build, and you're noticing how much you need to refocus on what matters. Yeah, 8 of Cups in reverse. Because for some of you, you may still feel like you're stuck in the past or need to heal something from the past. And for some of you, there is going to be somebody coming towards you that wants to readdress a connection. And you have to decide if you're going to allow that person back in or are you going to continue to focus on yourself? Or this could be moving, right? Moving, doing something completely different than what you've done before. I do feel like you're feeling like there's a big cycle shift here, right? Death to rebirth, transformation, phoenix rising. It's very heavy. You know that you can't go backwards. You know that this is a very awakened moment in your life. What are you going to choose? And then realizing the triggers along that path, like why do I feel this way when it comes to this different direction or this direction? So I do feel, Taurus, that you are at a pivotal point in your life right now where you know that something is shifting. You know something is shifting, but it feels like you have the upper hand in this situation because the judgment is in your energy. So spirit is giving you the green light. It's kind of like, well, what do you want to do? Hierophant, Taurus energy. What do you want to do? Queen of Swords. What are you thinking about doing? Okay. Some of you guys have a mentor with the Queen of Swords to the Hierophant. Some of you guys are thinking about going back to school. Some of you guys are thinking about taking on a spiritual or counselor kind of position. Some of you guys are thinking about higher education. Some of you guys are thinking about how you can use your power and authority and wisdom over the things that you've learned in order to help other people out with the Hierophant and the Queen of Swords. Some of you could be going through mediation, maybe legal situations as well when it comes to family issues or contractual things, especially with the Justice in reverse. Some of you guys could be getting divorced, right? Or ending a workplace contract. Ace of Pentacles, as I said that. Some of you guys are getting alimony, spousal support. Some of you guys are getting a new job. Some of you guys are learning a new skill. It's going to be different for all of you, but this is a new beginning. This is a new beginning, Taurus. Yeah, new beginning for you. All right. Is there any warnings for Taurus that they need to know about? Any warnings for Taurus that they need to know about? So you're getting money in here, Taurus, by the way. You're getting money. 5 of Swords in reverse. Someone's losing a battle here. Any warning for Taurus? What's going on with this? Something's closing out outside of your control. Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse. It may feel like bad news to you, right? But it's not an offer, it's not an offer that's good for you. Look at that devil. Ooh, devil's hidden. Whatever this was, whatever gets rejected from you here, whatever bad news it is, whatever rejection it is, whatever battle you feel you've lost with some situation, Spirit is closing it out with the Wheel of Fortune. It's destined to close out because it was very unhealthy, very toxic. It doesn't align to you anymore. 5 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Not your battle. It's not your battle. So it could be work, right? For some, for example, you can get, you've lost your job. I don't want to say you've lost your job, right? But it could feel like you get some sort of bad news. You feel defeated in a situation, but it shifts a change, it shifts a dynamic. It closes out a certain karmic cycle. I think it has to do with a lot of your fear-based mentality, unhealthy connections, unhealthy habits. It shifts a mindset. Okay. What is this Wheel of Fortune bringing for Taurus? What is this Wheel of Fortune bringing for Taurus? Because it is Jupiter, it is expansion, but it's also very karmic. So you're shifting here. It's bringing the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, again, so usually this is the eviction, job loss. For some of you, if you did lose a job, right? For example, if it was a job because of gossip and slander, you're going to find another job again, right? If it has to do with losing the battle, right? Feeling defeated, that karmic wheel, that Jupiter expands energy, and it talks about the getting over the fear of abandonment, getting over the scarcity mentality or the not good enough mentality. It's bringing to light how you can expand without the dependency of something else in your life, whether it be a job, a person, a mindset, money. Okay, so they're showing here with all these fives, 555, that you're coming out of something. You're coming out of something here. Something is being shown to you about how you are good enough. Yep, as I said that, how you are good enough. The World card, Nine of Pentacles, how you have enough skill, how you have enough independence, how you can rely on yourself, how you're very expensive, how you're closing out a cycle. Again, World card, closing out a cycle. World card and the Wheel of Fortune. Very karmic. You've learned a lot. You've learned a lot about your sense of value and self. Okay. Very interesting. What is this major lesson for Taurus at this present time? Major lesson for Taurus at this present time is the Moon card. Major lesson is your Moon card. This is the subconscious speaking. These are the fears. These are the things that are unknown to us. But whenever the moon comes out, it's very creative energy. It's very watery. It gets very triggered. It allows healing. It allows shadow work. It allows to dig into the intuition. It does tell us with the moon card that you're not going to know everything, that anything in the dark will eventually come to light. But when it does come to those emotions and those subconscious thoughts, it's time to allow those emotions to rise up and to feel them so you can understand it and work through it. Because it feels when the moon is when the moon's coming out, it means that there's a big shift happening and there's a lot of triggers happening. But it means that it's time to focus inward. Okay? Let's get that moon as a lesson for Taurus. It's like you're not going to know everything, Taurus. Sorry, not sorry, right? You're not. But how can you get closer to yourself to trust that process of not knowing? And how can you self-reflect at this present time when you start to feel like things are out of your control, but yet you don't have a sense of strong vision, right? Yeah, King of Swords. Magician. There's going to be clarity here, self-clarity, clarity from somebody else. This is an energy where you find the truth and you find direction and you're able to see your resources and your options, whether someone's giving that to you, that information, or it's coming within yourself. But this is a good energy because it tells me that you're going to have an understanding of what resources you do have and what you're going to be creating. It feels like you're starting over with the Magician because the Magician is the first card, right? One. And underneath it, Page of Wands. Could be a new job, new passion, new project. Mm-hmm. All right. On the top, we have the Six of Wands. So it's victory for you, Taurus. It is victory. You come out stronger than ever, more resilient than ever, and feeling quite proud of yourself when you get through this situation here. So your cycle right now, Taurus, it feels very, very, very spiritual, very karmic, very out of your control. I would say that it's divinely guided, it's divinely orchestrated, and you have to trust the process. All right, here we have sea creatures. Find guidance in times of darkness and let your inner light shine bright, right? Find guidance in times of darkness and let your inner light shine bright, right? It's like you may be feeling like, what the hell is going on? I don't understand. And those are the moments where you go seek therapy, seek spiritual support, these types of readings, right? Like, why is this all happening? Let me have an understanding of what is going on so that at least I'm not like shooting in the dark, you know? So that's what I see here, Taurus. Yeah, that's what I see here. If this reading resonates with you, Taurus, please let me know how. If you want to do a personal reading with me, feel free to do so. Thank you so much for watching. You hear me? Washing. Some of you guys need to do a cleanse. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you the best.